She's working on speech number 6, How to Communicate with Your Cat is the title. In a town full of black labs and golden retrievers, Cate is very much a cat person. Cate has spent many years attempting to communicate and train her various cats. Since childhood, the cats have included a few strays, a pair of Cornish Rex hairless cats, a cat from Park City, and a couple of friends' cats who were reportedly just visiting. At the moment, Cate lives with a very active male Bengal cat named Flat Stanley because he likes to lay in the road. Luckily, he's afraid of cars. That's very good. She considers Flat Stanley to be partially trained, but with room for improvement. Vocal variety is the theme of this speech. The objectives are to use volume, pitch, rate, and quality to reflect and add meaning and interest to the message. Use pauses to enhance your message. Use vocal variety smoothly and naturally. The time is 5 to 7 minutes, and please welcome Cate.
Thank you, Mr. Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters, and guests. Communicating with your cat is an important part of training your cat and also with reinforcing the bond that you have with your cat. So how many other cat people do we have here today? Well, that's not bad. That's pretty good for our dog-oriented town. But as cat people, we love our cats. And we want to understand what they are saying to us, but we also want to get them to respond to our commands and also to our affection. So when I was looking at this topic, I found just an unlimited amount of material. There are at least 25 books on this topic. There are 4 that have the title, How to Talk to Your Cat. There's one called The Cat Whisperer. There's one called Stories to Read to Your Cat. And then there's my personal favorite, What is My Cat Thinking? There's also this fellow on the Animal Planet who has his own show. It's called My Cat from Hell, and he gets paid a whole lot of money just to talk and communicate with cats. And I'm sure many of you know that statistic that something like 25 to 30% of all internet traffic is cat videos. So everybody's posting videos of their cats being cute, their cats being cats, their cats doing tricks, and now we have celebrity cats. We've got grumpy cat, we have the hipster cat, and the angst-filled cat. So basically, we love our cats. So given all this material for this presentation today, I just want to focus on a few basics of cat communication, cat vocalization, nonverbal cat communication, and then how you want to go about commanding your cat. So what is your cat saying to you through vocalizations? Now, vocalizing is generally not how your cat wants to communicate. Cats prefer this complex system of nonverbal communication. But cats figured out that humans don't understand their nonverbal communication, and so they have learned to try to imitate humans vocalizing and effectively listen to the sounds you make and train their humans how to respond. So a few common cat vocalizations. We have the short meow. That's your standard greeting and general acknowledgement. We've got the multiple meow, meow, meow. That's a more enthusiastic greeting and something you're likely to get when you've been gone for a longer period of time. There's the loud, lower pitch and longer meow, looking directly at you. That is a very persistent request, usually for food, attention, or perhaps to go outside. There's also meow. That's the sound your cat makes when you accidentally step on it. That was pretty easy to understand. Low-pitched meow. Your cat's feeling afraid or threatened. Just a few common cat vocalizations. Of course, there are typical nonverbal cat communications. There's the obvious purring sound. You all know that. That means general contentment, most of the time. There is the head rub. See the cat do that? That means the cat likes you and trusts you. There's the cat rubbing its head and body, usually on your legs. That's an act of breeding or perhaps ownership. There's the cat arched back, hissing sound. That's not an aggressive sound or aggressive communication. That is actually a cat that is afraid or scared. Cats also use a lot of different tail movements, and that's really way too complex to cover in 5 to 7 minutes. The whole language of tail swinging. If your cat bites you, that's a sign to leave the cat alone. What about when talking to your cat? The most important thing here is consistency. You don't want to use your normal speaking voice. You want to come up with something that's a little different so the cat will know that you were trying to communicate directly to it. So for indicating friendliness or affection to your cat, you would use a slightly higher tone of voice, like we all know that, right? It's pretty obvious. Or here's your dinner, and the cat knows you're affectionate to the cat and you're loving to the cat. The opposite of this is developing your command tone. Now, the command tone is a voice that you want to be distinct from your everyday speaking voice, and you want to let the cat know this is the voice you're using when it's doing something wrong, to indicate displeasure with the cat. It can also be good to use the cat's name with the command voice, so the cat has its attention drawn to what you're trying to communicate. If you use this voice sparingly, the cat will learn to associate this voice with your displeasure or your command. It's good to use a lower tone of voice, but you don't want to yell, because cats have very good hearing. So for instance, my cat, Black Stanley, he could be 2 floors up, sound asleep. I pop that can of Fancy Feast, he's asleep blowing under first. He knows. So using this command voice, Stanley, down. I managed to train my cat not to get on the kitchen counters or the dining room table. As soon as I figure out how to train my cat to sleep in his bed and not in my bed, my training will be complete.